I'm sure that everybody is aware of the rapid increase in electricity and gas prices that is causing the cost of living crisis. The government has, over the last few months, announced a number of different schemes to help us pay our energy bills over the winter of 2022. I wanted to analyse what the payments were and when the credits are expected so that we can see on a month-by-month basis what your payments and credits will be during winter 2022. In order to provide comparison with previous years, I've started this table back in January 2020, so it is possible to compare energy prices over the previous two winters. I've also extended the timeline to March 2024 so that we can get a view of what the costs of energy may be next winter. The basic cost is the energy price cap. This column shows Ofgem's energy price cap, firstly on an annual basis and then on a monthly basis, i.e. what you pay per month. This shows, highlighted in red, the price cap that started in April 2022 when the price cap jumped by a massive 54% to £1,971 per year, which equates to £164.25 per month. This video was made in September 2022, shortly after Ofgem had announced that the price cap would increase by 80% to £3,549 per year. Shortly after this, the government announced that the price cap will be frozen at £2,500 per year. In previous months, the government has announced a number of other schemes to help us pay our energy bills. Every domestic energy customer will get a £400 credit to their energy accounts. This will be done automatically over the 6 months from October to March 2023. Councils have already given a £150 rebate to all houses which are in council tax bands A to D. There is also a payment of £650 to low-income households. These are households which either receive universal credit or pension credit or something like that. The £650 is paid in 2 instalments, the first in July and the second probably in October. The government just has over the winter. Households that receive tax credits also get £650, but at slightly different times. The first payment in September and the second payment probably January 2023. Pensioners will also get £300 added to their winter fuel payment, which is normally paid in December. Finally, there is a disability cost of living payment of £150. The table shows the different months when each of these payments should be credited to your account. Obviously, individuals may be paid in different months, but from my research, these are the months or approximate months when the government intends to make the credit to your bank account. It is very unlikely, probably impossible, for any one individual to receive all of this government help. So I decided to look at low-income households on universal credit. These households will receive the energy bill discount, the council tax rebate, and the universal credit payments from the government. So the energy costs for low-income households on a monthly basis are the price cap, less the energy bill discount, the council tax rebate, and the low-income household payment. The total payment for each month is shown in this column. A negative value indicates that you'll actually be in credit for that month. This typically happens in the month when the universal credit recipient gets the £326 or £324 payment. So that you can see in July 2022, universal credit recipients will actually be just over £160 in credit. This happens again in October 2022 with a credit of just over £180. The monthly totals are interesting to look at from a household budgeting perspective, but because they are a bit up and down based on when payments are made, I also wanted to look at the total cost per calendar year. The table shows that in 2020 and 2021 both had a similar energy cost of around £1,100 per year. I was really reassured to calculate that in 2022 those in a low income household will have a total energy cost of £929, which is actually a couple of hundred and almost 20% less than in 2021. The combination of all of these measures means that low-income households are being treated very fairly in 2022. The problem comes in the winter of 2023. Statements made by the new Prime Minister indicate that at this stage, any discounts, rebates or payments to low-income households are very unlikely. If the only government assistance is the price cap of £2,500, this will mean that low-income households will be paying £2,300 per year for electricity and gas, and this is double what they were paying in 2021, and almost £1,400 more than they paid in 2022. I would guess that low-income households will not be able to find another £1,400. I'm not a political expert, I just like playing with numbers in Excel, but with the next general election in 2024, I think it is very unlikely that low-income households will be expected to find an extra £1,400 per year to pay for their electricity in 2023, just before a general election. It's possible to bring the price cap down further, but this is totally untargeted. It will benefit high-income households as well as low-income households. It is also unbelievably expensive. I doubt the country can afford to have an even lower price cap. The Prime Minister has said there will be, and I quote, no handouts. If reducing the price cap for everybody is too expensive, and low-income households are unable to find an extra £1,400 to pay for energy in 2023, then there must be some sort of financial assistance targeted at low-income households. These do not need to be the same as in 2022, and I'm sure the politicians will call them something different so that they can say they are not handouts, but the bottom line is that this table shows me that low-income households will require assistance in 2023, in addition to the £2,500 price cap.